Alright. Well, they say it ain't winter, but there's frost on stuff, and there's plenty of smoke coming out of chimneys. So I think it's winter enough. Anyhow, doing some upgrades on the old rat rod tractor, as Mr. Bradshaw put it. Since I did my log splitter, I took the engine off of this. So I got that old Briggs that I was messing with a while ago and got that tuned up and runs great. And instead of those big cleat wheels, I'm gonna adopt these nice pneumatic tires so I don't get such a bone shaking ride. And I even recycled the old wheels here. Makes a nice little furnace to warm your hands up. Anyhow, to cut those off, I ran the tractors and just let the wheels spin in the air and held a grinder up against there. So I got these centers that fit on the rear end, but you can see maybe that the edges are kind of rough. So I took them in on the trusty engine lathe there, and well, right now I got a big wire wheel set on there so I can clean them, but I faced off these edges right here so they're nice and like that, you know, good and flat. And I cleaned this one up. This one's ready to weld on, but I guess you could probably see where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna get this centered in there pretty good and stick them fast. Of course, that center's got to get cut out, but that's not a big deal. And yeah, those things that really rattle your molars, they'd rattle the fillings out of your teeth when you're driving it. And so I thought, what the heck, I'm putting that bigger engine on there. That's a geez, I don't know if it's an 8 or a 10 horse or what, but it's a big sucker and it's heavy. That Honda engine, you could pick it up with one hand, and boy, the front end liked to come up on that really bad when you were pulling something uphill. I mean, even when you were pulling nothing uphill and you got caught in just the right hole, the front end would go up on you. And these things, you're helpless on a rock with these. They just don't bite on a big rock or in the snow. You know, I thought they'd go real good in the snow, but no, those cleats just pack full of snow and then you're stuck there spinning. They were pretty good on ice. Dirt, they're pretty good on. But that was about it. If you wanted to run on something else, you were pretty well screwed. So those things, I'll stick them on, and if I have to, I'll put chains on them, you know, they'll work fine. I got those off of a tractor that got junked here, and they're dang near new tires. I couldn't bear to throw them away. I thought, man, I can use them for something. Anyhow, yeah, this old Briggs, well, maybe you saw my earlier video of screwing around with this, but right now you just wrap a rope right around there and give it a yank, and it pretty well kicks right off. I think it was 3 pulls today, and it ran. It actually wanted to go on the first pull, but I wasn't quick enough on the choke. So, and there is actually a mount back here where you can bolt a starter bracket to and have a regular starter and a battery and everything. I don't know if I want that. Maybe later, maybe if I ever find that bracket, but I don't know, because then I don't know where I'll put my gas tank, which that gas tank's going to change. I want to find one that bolts to the top here, make it look a little more proper, I guess. Anyhow, that's enough yakking. I'll get back to work, and hopefully we'll have a finished product before too damn long. Alright, this is pretty much how I got her set up. You know, you look, Yeah, you can probably tell it's out up and down there, but looking this way, it's pretty dang straight. And that's all I need, just so I can face this off just a little bit. So you just give this a tiny little twitch, just a little bit, and real nice and slow, nice light cut, real easy. It doesn't really take much to stall this lathe. And right there, you can hear it sound. It's constant instead of ding, 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 ding. So you know you're getting down to an even surface now. Oh, there she stalled. Now don't be tempted to just try to yank it out or back it off or something. Disengage your belt, turn it back a little bit, and then move it. Because if you just try to move it right out of there with pressure still on it, it'll snap the cutter, snap the tip right off of your cutter. And then just go back in. And then I'm using this old junk cutter for a deburring tool, just sort of hold it in there like that. Make the edge nice and smooth. And go like that on it. There's better tools to do this with, but this little cutter itself is pretty not the greatest, so it's some little chinky Chinese thing. But that's the idea behind turning them down. So that's it for that. Ta-da! One done. Reasonably straight. So that's that. Hand crusher.